What is up, fight fans? In today's video, we have got a ton of crazy stories to cover. Reports are now spreading across the
All right, UFC Vancouver.
Russian-speaking internet that Khamzat Chimaev has received a jaw-dropping offer from Arab sheikhs, $30 million for a single fight. But the big question is, against who? And on top of that, word is that Chimaev may have already chosen his next opponent, and Reinier de Ridder has accepted the challenge. We will also break down what Arman Tsarukyan had to say about why Chimaev didn't trade strikes with Dricus du Plessis. Plus, Paddy Pimblett jumps in to defend Borz while also trolling Tsarukyan in the process. All of that and more is coming your way.
I'm interested to see what happens in the fight, of course, but if I get taken down, perfect. If I take him down, perfect. If we're still standing, also great. I think I have a good chance of doing well in this fight, and I really hope we can get it there. I have some sneaky stuff from the bottom as well. I think I can really make it hard on him once I put him on his back. So yeah, I think I have a good chance in this fight. So hopefully you can help me, Dan Hardy can help me, and we can get this one done.
So without any more words, let's get right into it. There is some brand new buzz around Khamzat Chimaev after UFC 319. With the middleweight belt now on his shoulder, all eyes are on what's next for Borz, and the betting lines say it all. Bookies have him as a massive favorite no matter who steps in. He's minus 550 against Nasruddin Imavov, minus 500 against Kyle Barjo, and a huge minus 2,000 favorite over Michael Page. Right now, nobody seems close, but one fighter already raised his hand. Reinier de Ridder, the Dutch grappling specialist sitting at number 5 in the rankings, says that he's ready to fight Chimaev in Abu Dhabi at UFC 321 this October. He even sent a message directly to Borz online, congratulating him on the title and promising to show what real grappling dominance looks like. Chimaev responded right away, writing, "I'll make you look like a white belt, Habibi."
All right, UFC Vancouver, October 18th at the Rogers Arena in Vancouver, Canada. In the main event, it's a 5-round fight between middleweight contenders Reinier de Ridder and Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. De Ridder is ranked number 5, came into the UFC, a former 2-division champion and 1 championship. He's undefeated in UFC, and obviously he's beat Bo Nickel, former champ Rob Whittaker. This dude has fought 4 times this year, and he's looking for his 5th win in 2025. I love guys that fight that much. I love it. And he's taking on 6th ranked Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. Fluffy's on an 8-fight win streak 2 weeks ago. He had an incredible performance of the night win over Roman. 12 of his 15 wins have come by finish. That is a bad fight. And obviously next month in Paris, we have another top middleweight contender fight between number 2 ranked Imavov and 7th ranked Bohalyo. And then Vancouver is a few weeks later. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. And we're going to end up with a middleweight challenger for Khamzat Chimaev's title that he just won.
So the timing works out perfectly. Chimaev already said that he's willing to return on October 25th in Abu Dhabi, and a Ridder has no problem with the date or the location. In his interview with Submission Radio, RDR showed respect to the new champion and then praised his impressive performance against DDP. But now the question is simple. Will the UFC give Borz his first defense against the Dutch Knight, or does the UFC have other plans for Chimaev? Reports have started spreading across Russian-speaking internet that Khamzat Chimaev received a mind-blowing offer from Arab sheikhs, $30 million for a single fight. Chimaev arrived in the UAE with his UFC championship belt, and the meeting looked more like a royal reception. The sheikhs didn't stop at showing him
Двигаться.
Honor and respect, they're reportedly ready to pay him an absolutely shocking sum for his next fight. But the big question is, against who? Well, behind the scenes, one name keeps coming up louder and louder, Islam Makhachev, but many believe that this fight is impossible. However, if rumors are true, the sheikhs want it badly and are willing to throw $30 million at each fighter. So whether it's true or not, I can't really vouch for it. But I mean, why not? They've got so much money they don't even know where to spend it. And as for Chimaev himself, he doesn't hide it. He does love some...
Knowing full well that they wanted him to go away from the game plan, which would be to take DPP down, that's what I would have said. I would have told him exactly what he did. Exactly what I would have had him do. Just go for the takedown. Why? This is your one big opportunity to win the biggest prize. You can be the biggest guy. You know, for a long time we haven't had one this big, right? We've had Habibs, we've had other ones, but this guy could be really big. So why risk it? I would tell him, just take him down. And if he gets back up, take him down again. You know, that's what I would be on continuously. And he did that. So, you know, sometimes people go, oh, it was boring, this and that. Well, okay, whose fault is it that it's boring? If the person can't stop you from taking them down and he wants to stand, it's your fault. Stand up. If not, learn your game. You know, that's the way I look at it. I don't look at it like the guy that dominates and uses his game to win. That's what he needs to do to win. Stop down them. You know, and from what I remember, and I could be wrong on this, didn't his coach said we can handle him on the ground too?
Money. Wherever they pay the most, that's where I'll fight. I have to be #1 pound for pound, Chimaev said. He even said recently that if the opportunity comes and the UFC pays, he'll fight Islam. As for Makhachev, he is still silent, and he has not made any statements as of yet. Now, Islam Makhachev's longtime coach, Javier Mendez, has stepped in to defend Khamzat Chimaev's performance at UFC 319. On his YouTube show, Javier and Mo, the veteran coach broke down the fight and said he actually agreed with Chimaev's strategy. In fact, he admitted he would have told Khamzat to fight the exact same way.
Ты лучше везде его. Да. Ты можешь проиграть только тогда, когда ты будешь с ним рубиться и показывать эти эмоции. Если ты пропустил, не форсировать события, не пытаться с ним заходить в эту руку. Просто технически обыгрывать. Ты лучше его 100 раз борешься, лучше боксируешь. И если ты его борешь, если ты его контролируешь, контролируй, никуда не спеши, не пытайся выходить сразу на болевой, чтобы потерять позицию. Лучше выиграть раунды спокойно, чем выйти на болевой, не заделать, потерять позицию, еще раз его переводить. А если бы мы бы его начинали пушить, чтобы он шел за нокаутом, за финишем, он мог бы где-то сделать ошибку и проиграть бой. То есть цена рисковать, если у тебя все получается. В третьем раунде он мне говорит, а сейчас могу я побоксировать? Я говорю, нет, Хамзат, у тебя все получается, сразу видишь, где можно перевести, переводи и контролируй.
Знаешь, что мне Хамзат говорит в третьем раунде? Когда на 4-й идти, он говорит, брат, теперь можно, говорит, на стойке подвигаться? Я говорю, нет, говорит, заходи, то же самое дело, говорит, 3-0 выиграешь, зачем тебе придумать что-то новое? Он хотел подвигаться на стойке, я говорю, нет, говорит.
Arman Tsarukyan explained why Khamzat Chimaev didn't actually want to strike with Dricus du Plessis during their fight. After 3 rounds already in the bag against du Plessis, Khamzat wanted to stand in trade, but his corner gave him a strict order: don't change a game plan that is working perfectly. In an interview with Adam Zubarai, Tsarukyan revealed the details.
We watched Khamzat completely destroy DDP with pure grappling. Like, he couldn't even escape one time. And that's what was shocking to me, was not that DDP got taken down, it's that he could not escape. He had no tools to create any separation, not even one time around. And that is the ideal way to try to beat somebody. If you're Khamzat, that's the way you want to do it. If you give him an option to just hold you down and put you out like a cigarette butt, he's going to do it because he doesn't have to get punched. So everybody's going to take that option. It's just usually somebody can create separation. That's how good Khamzat is. But we're starting to see the trend come back around. It goes from strikers that stuff the takedowns to making a striking battle. We saw that with an Adesanya era. And then it comes back around. And now we're watching Kamaru Usman take out Buckley and pin him down in the corner. we're watching a Delize get completely dominated by high school level wrestling, but black belt level top pressure jiu-jitsu by Hernandez. And now we just watched Khamzat use amazing grappling with the wrestling, the top pressure, and he just dominated DDP with this grappling. If you cannot stop the takedown, it's okay, but you have to be able to get up and create space. That is the next level of mixed martial arts. It's not if you get taken down, it's when. But the big question is, do you have enough jiu-jitsu to use your guard to get back to your feet, to use your side mount, to use a half guard? Do you have options to get off your back and create space? Because if you don't, the guy who can keep it there will. And he's gonna make it an easy fight because he doesn't want to get punched in the face, and that's how they're all gonna go. So it's fun to watch the progression of the sport come in waves. Strikers, grapplers, but right now it's the era of the grappler, especially with Khamzat.
According to him, the plan was simple but effective. Stick to wrestling and avoid reckless exchanges. Now, of course, a lot of fans expected a completely different kind of fight. People are used to seeing the wild, aggressive Chimaev who rushes opponents and dominates them in brutal fashion. But this time, there was just too much on the line. He simply could not afford to lose. Some fans worry that Chimaev might start fighting this more cautious style from now on. But the truth is,
for the casuals, this isn't going to be like a fun fight to watch, but for people who actually do MMA and are old school fans, they'll appreciate it because, well, I appreciate it because this is the levels of the game, lad, and Khamzat's grappling levels high, very high. As wrestling and as MMA wrestling's brilliant, lad. I don't know if I've ever seen a fight like this, like champion, such a one-sided beatdown, because Chimaev's nearly won every second of this fight. So I mean, you know, the crowd are booing, where it's not Khamzat's fault. They just can't stop him doing this.
Why change something that works? Now, Dominic Cruz thinks the grappler era might be making a comeback in the UFC. Cruz explained that MMA always goes in cycles. Sometimes strikers dominate, other times grapplers take over. And he believes that we may be entering another grappler-driven era right now. Paddy Pimblett also jumped into the conversation on his YouTube channel. He explained that the negativity is mostly coming from casual fans who don't truly understand the sport. In his
and doing his best to get as much screen time as he can while his mate wins the belt. Closest that tool will come to touch him.
Words, old school fans and real fighters can recognize when someone shows that kind of skill. Then Pimblett turned his attention to lightweight contender Arman Tsarukyan, who was in Chimaev's corner at UFC 319. Pimblett mocked Tsarukyan, saying,
"So what the fuck's this idiot talking about? This egghead needs to relax." No, I would dog walk Sean Strickland. Alright, Sean Strickland, yeah? I will pay you to appear on stream and we'll have a spar, boxing spar. 40k for a spar, alright? I will take you out. I will take you out, I promise you. This guy is literally washed. He's washed. He's basically an influencer. Like, you are a meme, bro. I wouldn't say knock him out, but I'd say beat him, land more punches, you know, beat him up. He can't knock out Sneeko. He can't knock me out. Like, he can't even hurt me. He's got pillow hands. He's not got it.
He's got no chance of becoming a UFC champion, and the only way he gets close to a belt is by standing next to Chimaev. The popular streamer HS Tiki Talk has called out none other than former UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland. And he didn't just talk, he backed it up, putting $40,000 on the line for a sparring match. Now, whether or not the sparring match happens, the idea of a streamer stepping up against a former UFC champion has already created buzz across MMA Twitter and YouTube. And one thing is for sure, if this somehow goes down, fans would line up to see whether HS Tiki Talk can back up his words or if Strickland makes him regret them. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everybody. And don't forget, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. In 1 hour, the greatest show on television, the Contender Series on ESPN+. Don't miss it. See you later.
And that is all for today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel.